Stop it!
What does it take to become a cop?
Oh my God. I think we better step back.
Off you go then, please.
Gwent Police's new recruits are letting the cameras follow their first months on the beat.
You are the people that will make the biggest difference.
Dogs, there you are!
Oh, it's mad.
They come from all walks of life.
I was working part-time in a supermarket.
I was working in a pharmacy.
I was a postman. What?
But they have one thing in common.
I wanted to help people.
Well, we just want to make sure that you're safe.
With police forces busier than ever
This has got the potential to be worth like millions of pounds.
and public confidence at an all-time low,
Calm down.
it's never been tougher to be a cop.
It's hard when they tell you they don't like you, you're a police officer.
We're there to support you. We're only trying to make the streets a little bit safer.
After 6 months in the classroom, they're hitting the streets.
Vehicle stung.
Under the watchful eye of their tutors, they've got just 12 weeks to prove they have what it takes.
I don't think anything can prepare you to be a police officer.
Policing is one of the most challenging things I've ever done. Oh, God.
These are the rookie cops.
I just hate sitting in the car and this kit just all rides up to my, up to you.
When I started, we didn't have the vests. It was like you had a body armour and you'd wear your belt to put your appointments on. So I just kind of been comfortable wearing my belt.
I had to have a specially made stab vest because my body's so short.
Right.
I don't think I fit the typical image of a police officer.
How tall are you?
5'4".
You're 5'4".
I am.
I feel like when I stand next to you.
I'm only 5'1" and a bit. I get my short length trousers shortened. Being young, a female, and very short, I don't really fit the image.
How did your last shift go then, Saskia?
I currently still live at home with my parents, my mum and dad, and my 3 dogs. I've lived in the same house since I was born.
Do you feel like you're in danger at any time?
It is a dangerous job, but we've got all the right equipment and had all the right training to sort of mitigate the risk, so you're prepared at all times, I think.
I was worried about her size, really, and I think in all the sort of bigger guys around would sort of, she would be in trouble most of the time. I know you're trained and everything, but still apprehensive, Up in the nights, worrying, looking where she is, if she's in the station, is she out on a call, hoping that she's all right, and that was my main concerns,
Saskia is 1 week into life as a rookie, with her tutor Steve showing her the ropes.
OK.
Yeah.
You've got students who've never had any arguments potentially in their life, and they're coming into this role, and obviously they've got to deal with drunk people in the streets, they've got to deal with these domestics where you've got irate people, and you've got to control that situation, and you've got to tell them basically what to do and what not to do, and how they're acting.
Is that the address, where you need to go to?
Yeah.
Like all rookies, Saskia has specific tasks she has to get signed off.
What I've got planned for today, I've got a statement arranged. It'd be good practice to get another statement under your belt.
But today, the pressure is really on. Steve gets called to another job, leaving Saskia to take charge.
I haven't taken a statement on anything like this. Still early days.
All right, so if you just come in here then. And,
have you ever given a statement before?
Yeah, at home, not in a police station.
Oh, right, OK, yeah. Also, I'm going to be typing, so...
Yeah.
I just need you don't talk too fast. But yeah, so how are you? Are you OK?
Nervous.
Nervous, yeah. No, nothing to be nervous of. Just going to be asking you questions mainly about what happened.
Despite the sensitive nature of the allegation she's about to make, the young woman has agreed to waive her anonymity.
Give me a little run through first of, like, a brief explanation about what happened.
So basically, we parked up, was eating our food, and then a white van came through the drive-through, and it's like where you pay, and they started beeping the horn and cat whistling me, and then they said, why don't you two come back to the hotel and have drinks and cocaine? And we were like, no. And he like come in like that, and she couldn't open her door.
2 young females had gone to McDonald's and had a bit of an experience with 3 males in a work van who'd sort of like blocked their car in. They was quite nervous of coming into the police station, as you would be.
And then they were asking us if we were virgins and stuff like that. And then they asked about our age, and he said, I would rather you be 14, not 18.
Okay.
So then alarm bell started ringing, so she tried to turn the car on to put the windows up, and they went, don't you dare touch the keys.
As Saskia continues to take the statement, over in Cwmbran, rookie Alex is on patrol with his tutor Nikita.
What did you do on your rest days?
Did a bit of uni work yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Did a tip run as well, built a bed.
Did you?
Yeah, glamorous.
Nice. Dad mode activated.
Dad mode, was in.
Your sausages are cooked. Right, wait for your beans and your sweet corn, and then we are ready to dish up.
Before I was a police officer, I was a postman. I loved the job. I was there since I was 17, so I did my time. Well, I wanted to be a police officer when I was in my early 20s, so I applied when I was probably 22 or 23, unsuccessfully. Now I'm in. My mother wasn't best pleased when I told her, put myself into danger.
Eat that bit and leave those 2. I know you don't like the sausage.
I've been married now just over 8 years.
Yes.
I've got 2 beautiful daughters. They ask me questions every day about what I do, what bad boys I put in jail.
Yes, I got my
Yeah, well then squeaks.
And I do remind them there are bad girls about too, but they don't seem interested in that, just the boys.
Right, kiss.
The first time the girls saw me, they asked me why I had trousers on, not shorts, because obviously I worked in shorts for 16 years. And obviously they like pretty colours, so they do like the yellow stab vest.
Bye.
Being a parent now, you want the best for your girls. You want to prove that you can do anything.
There's a male in his 30s wearing a navy or black tracksuit with dark hair.
So there's a male by the hospital and he's lying on the ground on the road.
But when you get a call come through, you get the basic information. You don't really know what's going on. So then as you're driving there, the blue light, the heart gets pumping and the adrenaline gets flowing.
I'll turn the sirens on because I don't want to spook him. Oh, yeah.
Oh, there he is. We seen this gentleman on the roundabout. And he was just stood there. He looked glazed over.
Are you okay? Wait, how come you stood on the roundabout, fella?
No, the bus chasing up with it.
If you could just stand on the pavement for me.
Sorry.
That's all right.
The bus chasing up with it.
The bus, yeah.
We seen him on the roundabout. He's clearly intoxicated. He was very unsteady on his feet. And he could have easily swayed into the dual carriageway and caused himself some serious harm.
You've got a few injuries to your head, mate.
Maybe take out treatment for me.
Oh, you've still got that in your hand.
Yeah, you didn't get discharged,
Should we
did you?
take you back up
Come on.
there?
He told us he got discharged, but clearly when he had a bit of medical equipment still in his hand, we knew that that wasn't the case.
What's your name?
Yeah.
He was a bit hesitant to speak to us at the start. He didn't want to return to the hospital at all.
And he's saying he's 39. I can't get a date of birth out of him.
It's received. Stand by.
We ran all our checks and the control room said that it was all in order. He wasn't wanted.
We're going to pop you in the back of the
Pop
van,
you in the back.
all right?
We'll just get you around the corner,
We'll
okay?
just give him a quick search to make sure there's nothing on him. There shouldn't be.
All right, mate. You got anything on you shouldn't have?
Don't touch that, mate.
Don't touch that. Leave that there, please. Right, let me hang on. Hand out your pocket. Let me just go in the pocket for you.
We're going to have to take you back because you've got the needle in your
Yeah.
arm, so we can't take you home like that, okay? Do you want to jump in the back
All right.
and take you up there, Krista?
In here, mate. All right, okay. Big step.
Watch your step.
You got- I'll sit in the back with you now, mate. Big step.
So it was the first time I got back to the van with someone. You never know what they can do or what they could do, so you just got to be extra vigilant and watch their behaviour.
All right, it's only around the corner, mate, OK? I've got all your stuff safe for you, OK?
As Nikita and Alex take the man to hospital...
Can you, describe to me, where in the car park you parked?
We parked up.
Back in Pontypool, Saskia is in the middle of taking the statement about an alleged sexual offence.
The one on the end, he got out, come around, and he kept saying about her boobs and everything, and saying, oh, can I touch yours? And I was like, no, you cannot.
She wanted to come forward and give a statement to what they'd experienced and what had happened. The 3 males were saying not very nice things to them, things that upset them.
They were getting aggressive, their body language, they were putting up and making her look more muscly and stuff like that, and they just kept going on about sex and stuff like that.
Because of the female who I was taking a statement off was around similar age to me, it probably did make her feel a bit more comfortable. The things that they experienced and what the males had said to them, it would have been harder for her to say to someone else.
The guy came around and he started weeing, so she seen his penis, and then he leant back on the car whilst masturbating. When we were on about leaving, they were getting more aggressive and the body language was changing.
Okay.
And they said if we tried to put the windows up, they're going to smash the windows through, and if we tried to leave, they were going to follow us. They were all saying how if we didn't want to have sex with them, they were going to do it anyway, so saying they were going to rape us.
You do think if you was in their shoes, how would you feel if someone said that to you? So yeah, it was quite difficult, but you have got to try and put your feelings to one side to help them through it, and then you sort of deal with how you feel afterwards. Do you know which hand he put to try and grab?
I think it was right.
His right?
Yeah.
After an hour and a half, Saskia has finished taking the young woman's statement.
Do you feel all right after that?
A little bit. Feel a bit like it's off my shoulders now.
Yeah.
Not many girls or women speak up about it.
No,
you don't
that's
see
right,
it very often.
Yeah.
They just think that it's not going to go far or anything, or it doesn't.
Yeah.
So not many girls speak about it.
No,
and it's
that's
not
right.
fair. There could be anyone out there, and they could be doing that to them.
Obviously, any other issues, just let us know.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know if they've done next story. In terms of more sensitive subjects, people often feel embarrassed to come forward about it, or they think I won't be believed, or I don't want to waste police time. But yeah, it is important for them to come forward to prevent anything else further happening.
Over in Cwmbran, Alex and tutor Nikita have safely dropped the man back to hospital. But on their way back to the station, they receive another call.
The control room have come over saying that he's got a brother and he was actually wanted and wanted me to confirm whether that was the male. They've sent me a picture to just confirm. I've looked at the picture and realised that this male has actually given me a false name.
He gave us his brother's name, and he is due a prison recall.
Now we're going to quickly head back, so he has to be arrested now.
The mystery man has previously broken the conditions of his probation. Now the race is on to try and find him at the hospital.
Not knowing what you're going into is a bit of a worry, but just got to get up there and see what goes on. Hopefully he's pretty compliant.
Yeah.
With a prison recall, you literally just say you're wanted for a prison recall. You're under arrest, you don't have to caution. Go on, Sarge.
Luckily, the man is where they left him, and completely unaware he's about to be arrested.
As in, yeah.
So police, can you hear me?
When we found him in the hospital, he was out cold, snoring in his chair. He eventually came round.
You wanted on a recall to prison, so you're under arrest now for that, okay? So we're going to have to get you seen by the doctor and then we're going to be taking you down to custody, all right?
My bike be like my operation.
What operation?
This morning.
What have I done?
Obviously, we'd left him in the safe hands of the hospital. He thought he'd be going home. And then to turn up and say, actually, sorry, we're arresting you, obviously he wasn't very happy.
Could you undo it for me, please?
Stop shouting.
We've checked, the cuffs are fine.
The cuffs are not fine, they're doing operation down my arm.
Right, watch your language.
Otherwise we're going to go outside.
Yeah, we'll go outside.
Right, stop shouting.
I will get us up in the mat house now.
What's your language?
Why? What are you going to do,
Because we're in a
big boy?
hospital. And it's not nice when
Take
people
the
are
cuffs
sick.
off me, big boy.
People are sick in the hospital and you're
I know
here
you
shouting
live,
and swearing.
I know you live.
No.
He did act quite aggressive towards me and my colleagues, including Alex.
Stay down. Get the off here.
Hey, this is why you're staying sat down.
Sit down.
And this is why the cuffs are staying.
Sit down.
Sit down.
So when we were in the private room, obviously it's still a public place, the A&E department, so we had to try and keep his behaviour to a minimum and keep him under control at all times.
I've been pulling the back.
You're pulling him up, you're at.
Sit down.
It's probably Alex's first bit of conflict, I would say, where someone's actively aggressive towards officers, and to experience it in such a confined location with a lot of people looking around as well isn't very nice.
Calm down.
Right, that's it.
When he spat at Nikita, we couldn't believe it. We knew we had to be on top of him at all times from then on.
This is your last warning for swearing. Stop swearing.
My thing, listen.
Stop swearing.
Listen,
Stop. No, you listen to me and I'll listen to you. Stop.
Stop
swearing.
I was really impressed with how Alex dealt with it, ready to act if obviously he did get out of hand and maybe talking to him wasn't enough.
You're making this so much harder than it has to be. You acting like this is not making us want to take those cuffs off, is it? You need to calm down. Do you want some more water? Right.
And Nikita was brilliant. She was able to keep him calm. I took a lot from that, and I try and put that into practice when I go out and about talking to people.
Am I standing up, Jen? Right, thank you for the cup of tea, lovely.
You're sitting down.
Oh, hang on. Listen up.
Do you want this first?
I can't.
Listen up. Your nurse is here.
They're ready in CT now, so if you walk around nice and calm, I'll do the CT scan straight
Want
away.
this first? No?
With the man finally under control, medical staff are able to assess his injuries.
It's going to be a strap on your head, okay?
After giving him the all clear, he's taken to custody.
We'll take the room here. We're going to go in here.
Custody is not a very nice place if you're a student officer.
I was petrified of going into custody first. I don't know why.
It's not a pleasant place to be. Obviously, some people are still kicking off when you get there.
First of all, you enter through the cells, you have loads of other cops around you, you have loads of other arrested people around you as well.
If there's a couple of people in front of you, you could be there for absolutely hours.
And then the offender is placed before a custody sergeant. We give the circumstances of why said individual has ended up in our company.
Found a small bag of white powder.
The sergeant and the custody sergeant will either authorise or refuse detention.
You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention now something which you later rely on in court.
Can I go to the toilet?
Got a toilet in there?
When we bring people into custody following arrest, we have 24 hours to either release them or charge them.
They stay on.
I'm here now, I'm not going away, please.
Oh, no, they have to stay on. No.
I can remember my first time in custody and sort of feeling that trepidation as you're waiting in the waiting area to be called in.
I was shaking like a leaf. I set the alarms off because I was that nervous. My bag was flying everywhere, hitting every alarm off left, right and centre.
It's about staying cool, calm and collected and letting the process play out.
There you go, Matt. You're well.
It's always a relief when you shut that cell door.
(10 p.m). Saskia is coming to the end of a busy shift. But she still has one more mystery to solve.
Do you know my charger is? My phone is dead, like, I can't charge it. Oh, this is bad. Chargers are like gold dust. Someone's charging their phone with my charger now. I'll write my call number on it and we should be fine, shouldn't it? Oh, that's really annoyed me now. They're facing the wrong way. Oh. Oh no, that's not gonna work.
You've covered both angles.
Steve!
Just saying!
Right, I'm just gonna do my work now.
2300.
But as Saskia and tutor Steve type up their notes for the day,
Whiskey Lima 5300.
an emergency call comes in.
You got the car keys.
Other officers are in trouble.
Get back off me! Do not touch me!
A fight is broken out on the streets of Pontypool. The police are outnumbered. They've pressed the emergency assistance button on their radios for help. Every officer available must get there as quickly as possible.
It is quite scary when you hear that over the air, that someone's calling for assistance, because for them to call for assistance, you know that something is going on and they need help. Right.
We've all piled out, we've all attended from different areas to assist.
We've got a load of people there shouting.
Including Nikita and Alex, who are 5 miles away in Cwmbran when they hear the same call for help.
When somebody asks for assistance, it's the worst. Everybody just gets kitted up as fast as they can. Your heart's pounding because essentially you don't know what's going on. We didn't know why he was asking for assistance.
Come on.
It takes us about 10 minutes to get to Pontypool under blue lights. So as we were getting on the radio, it was people were shouting and screaming, asking for backup.
Yeah, we've got a load of people here. We're just trying to work out what's going on.
It's the first time rookies Alex and Saskia have responded to an emergency call like this.
The adrenaline's kicking in as you get in there because you know there's action happening.
It does get your adrenaline going, thinking like, what are you gonna turn up to?
Eve, I don't really know what's going on, mate.
So which one you in? So we left?
This way, yeah.
Hi guys.
Literally, we jumped out, Saskia's followed me in, and there were probably about 30 odd people in the street, I would have thought.
It was just like a big, massive brawl, really, of mix of police officers, CSOs.
Step away!
Everything was happening so quick.
Let him go! Let him go!
As Saskia and Steve try to get to grips with the situation, Alex and Nikita arrive from Cwmbran.
We've turned up as part of every other unit into a vine that has gone for the assistant shout, and it was just carnage, really. It had been a funeral that everyone had got obviously very drunk at, and it had got a bit out of hand.
People on the floor, people up against the fence, women shouting, men shouting.
You're trying to work out what's going on and wrap your head around the situation, and at the same time you're like, where do I go first? Do I get involved? Do I get in the middle of everything? And it is hard to know, like, initially, like, what is, like, most important to do.
While Alex and Saskia help to separate those fighting, one man turns particularly violent.
It's not nice seeing anyone be attacked, let alone a colleague, you know, especially when he's just trying to do his job.
I swear to God.
But I got this leg.
Assaults on emergency workers are on the rise. With more than 11,000 people prosecuted each year in the UK, those found guilty face up to 2 years in prison.
Got his legs? Yeah.
I just went in and tried and help them, get him up and into the van, and then we fast-strapped him as we did it because he was just kept kicking out. Just try and use my weight to my advantage.
You need to squeeze his knees together, guys.
As Alex restrains the man in the back of the van,
Pull it, it's time to... Yeah.
Nikita has to help other officers keep the brawl under control.
We just kind of split off and had to just kind of deal with the little group separately. So I don't even recall seeing Alex.
It's on your mind about the student being with you, especially early doors when you're not sure, you haven't tested the student on conflict, you don't know how they're going to react.
Yeah, it is quite intimidating as a smaller female officer, and especially in that situation where there was lots of big men who were drunk.
You alright, Billy, now, bud? You alright? Yeah?
So communication and like talking to people is like my first protocol of like what I need to do.
And there's a second bag.
I want to see my wallet.
If you ever need assistance, you know they're going to be there. And that is key, because sometimes, I don't really know what I'm doing, so it helps.
With the crowd broken up and the man arrested for assault on his way to custody, peace is restored to the streets of Pontypool.
Lots of people, they obviously very upset from the funeral, lots of alcohol involved, so people are intoxicated, and I think it's just all got a bit out of hand.
That's reassured me of that she will get stuck in and she will deal with what she's got to deal with.
I was just happy that he was okay, just going off and doing his own thing. He was spot on with that.
You've got to take action, you've got to take control, but like thinking of it, it's just like, how did you manage it? But you kind of do.
The wanted man at the hospital was sent back to prison. Investigations are ongoing into the alleged sexual harassment incident in the car park. And the man arrested for assaulting officers was given a community order and made to pay compensation. Next time for the Rookie Cops. It's a first for Carrie as she joins the fight against drug gangs.
Crazy, really? I don't really know what to think.
Sophie makes an unexpected discovery.
They looked frightened, they were injured.
And it's showtime as Emma Marie takes to the stage.
Let's do this.